Let's review the Corcoran, I don't know how you say this. It is the men's 10-inch tanker boot, 5407. I've had these suckers for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. I would say the first 6 months I didn't really wear them much. Here's a story on that. These boots are not really the best for men who have wide feet like myself. Okay, I typically wear a size 12 in Doc Martens. I have, in just some other random combat boot, managed to get by with an 11 wide. So I saw that these were actually available in a wide width. So I, instead of buying a 12 regular or a 12 wide, I went with an 11.5 wide, thinking that, okay, that should probably fit just right. You know, I'm not pushing it too much. Boy, was I wrong. Actually, their standard is the D, and then their wide is the E. Looking at a chart, actually those widths are just 1 increment apart, and those increments are apparently as minute as 3/16 of an inch. And man, did they hurt the side of my foot. So of course I get on the internets and start trying to find out how can you stretch a boot and make it wider. One thing I actually did was I would stuff a bunch of shit in here, try to stretch it out, hit it with a blow dryer for a little bit, and then rub some mink oil on it to hopefully not dry it out. Well, man, it took 6 months, feet hurting all the time, really just not worth it. I mean, I was really kicking myself for not going ahead and buying the 12 wide. I'll say this, now that they've finally split right here between the leather and the sole, my foot can just hang out of them. Now they're finally comfortable on my feet. So yeah, that worked out. Here's what they actually look like new. Just got my brand new pair. Now you might say, well, if you had that amount of problems with your original pair, why would you buy the same boot again? Well, here's what I actually like about this boot. Man, I've been wearing Docs and various combat boots my whole life, and this is the first pair of boots I've had that don't have laces, that you slip the boot on, wrap a strap around, and buckle it, and it's ready to go. After experiencing this boot, I kind of felt burnout on the laces. I was like, I don't know, it just feels like a lot of time, a lot of, like, man, I really love that you can just put these fuckers on, wrap it around, and buckle it, and you're out the door. And it looks cool. I mean, if I'm being honest, having the strap wrapped around, I mean, it's all strappy and buckly. It's a good looking boot, okay? Like, tanker boots look badass. There's, of course that's a subjective opinion, but pretty badass. So I went ahead and bought a pair of tanker boots in my normal size, but in the wide E width. Put them on, yeah. Right off the bat, I wore them around the house a little bit. And yes, they feel better than the half-size smaller ones. So definitely, if you got wide feet, buy your regular size, go ahead and get the E width. We will see how they work out in the long run, but initially they feel a little bit more comfortable. Now here's another gripe. Here's something I noticed. Comparing the tanker boots I bought a couple years ago to my brand new pair, which is supposed to be identical, not having these less than a day, I did notice a little change here. This strap, the all-important strap, what makes this a tanker boot, the all-important strap. I thought on the new pair there was something that felt a little bit different about the strap. Put it up next to the old pair, and this is what you got. Looks like this company's trying to save a buck by going with a much thinner, flimsier strap on the boot now. That's pretty lame because, I feel like when I pay, north of $100 on a pair of boots, I want something that's sturdy and it's gonna hold up. Now, on the flip side, I guess you could argue that the soles of these boots don't last terribly long, so I mean, if you're going to have to replace this boot after 2 or 3 years of regular use, then this new flimsy strap might actually yeah, it might actually be okay. You know, maybe you don't really need a fucking hardcore strap that's gonna last that long. Maybe a strap that'll, you know, if it'll last 3 years when the sole's fucked up and it's splitting apart and it's cracked and looks like shit, maybe that's enough. So I looked inside. What do we have here? On the old boot, it says, "Made in USA." On the new boot, it says, "Made in the USA with global parts." There is something I really like about the Corcoran black tanker boot. It looks cool. You can put it on fast and go, and you know, yeah, I have a mixed review of it. Definitely take into account the problems with the width. If you got narrow feet, if you got little like trout feet that are like pointed and skinny, like you're good, man. These boots, you'll love them. If you got wide feet, then definitely keep that size big and get that extra 3/16 of an inch, I guess, width in there. Maybe it'll help a little bit. But yeah, man, there it is. Mixed review. There's good and there's bad. At the end of the day, well, obviously I like them because I've bought 2 pairs of them now. Boom. If you haven't bought a pair of these boots yet, but you're thinking about it and you have questions that I didn't cover in the video, please comment below and I'll get back to you. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hammer that bell so you'll be notified when I post more videos. Thanks for watching. Skål, Prost, and cheers.